repentance and prayer are closely allied and intertwined. And in Orthodox, when we think of repentance, it's not only the confessions that we make, but it's the change of our mind. And more important, it is a participation in the uncreated divine energy of God, that repentance that we are able to use, that grace that we receive. Part of my understanding of the gospel and the Orthodox Christian interpretation of Scripture is that there are therapeutic benefits of living an Eastern Orthodox Christian life. And those benefits are available to us here and now in the present.
I can't hear you too good.
With the power of prayer, we are able to, and the blessed divine liturgy, we are able to access those benefits to the enhancement of our overall quality of life. To grasp and understand for those who are visitors or maybe not, sometimes as a refresher, Orthodox theologians always start with the creation. And as you noticed last week at the beginning of Pre Sanctified, in the readings of Genesis, it ended with, in the first chapter, 26th verse, that God, after 6 days, created everything, including man, and everything that he had created is good. Now, in this, what some may call the first creation story, many theologians in the Orthodox look at it as being the preface of the book. And what is generally called the second creation is really the first chapter. And in a preface, you get a summary, and in the second chapter, you really start to get details. And it was in the second chapter that we get those details that God told Adam and Eve that if you were to look up the tree of knowledge and evil, you want to have a problem. And that it would be death for you, and you would be expelled from the garden. Again, many in the West, especially some fundamental Protestants, look at this as being the wrath of God, or God cursing Adam and Eve. But what we understand is, back in the creation, everything was good, and Adam and Eve, they were in communion with God. That is, they were in prayer with God, and they were receiving his uncreated energy of grace in their heart, coming through their spirit, into their soul, into their body, and out into the environment. And they were living on a paradisical life because they were in direct contact with that creating, illuminating spirit that created the world. And when they were deceived by the serpent, let's say, and decided to partake of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, it's just like people who were surfing on the internet and they went to a site they shouldn't go to. They were cut off immediately from the uncreated grace of God, from his love. And when we are cut off from that love, we're cut off from his life, because he is the life and the light. So they were cut off from that grace that God had given them at creation. And everything from then on was dedicated to restoring mankind to participation in his uncreated energy, the divine grace. That was the basis of the incarnation and everything that we do. For a lot of religions and a lot of variations, they look at the dismissal as a curse, and they look at having people to live what is called a moral life and right moral codes. But for Orthodox, it is a sickness that occurred. At that particular time, when they were cut off from the uncreated grace, it's just like your computer, get a lot of viruses in, that metaphysical substance of sin entered into mankind. And it was that substance that's the cause of all moral problems. You can write good moral codes and people will try to live by that code, but most of the time you're going to digress from it and fall back into some problems without understanding that the basic problem, the basic cause for our problem is that metaphysical substance sin that's like a virus that's within us that causes all the problems that we have. So it's not a matter of you being moral, it's a matter of being healed of the sickness. For Orthodox, either you are being healed, on the way to be healed, or you are saint and you have been healed by that uncreated grace. We also have to take into consideration of prayer. That's important. Now, this coming Sunday is the Sunday of St. Gregory Palace. And this Sunday is dedicated to Gregory Palace because of his superb defense of the unique position of Orthodox Christianity in the essence and energy of God. We cannot participate in his essence, but we do participate in his energy. And that is how we are able to participate, and we are able to receive that energy here and now in the present. And he also defended the method of prayer of Orthodoxy, and that is that man has two energies. One energy that works in his brain, which we look at as our logic, and what we do our analyzing and conceptualizing, and the other works in his heart, where you will pray and you are able to receive that invisible aspect of creation. It was this energy that got distorted at the fall that has to be restored. St. Gregory Palamas defended that against those from the West, being represented by Marlon and the Roman Catholic Church, who said that you could not participate or experience God while you were still in the flesh, only when you had passed to the other side. He did not deny what they were saying, because it is true. You cannot participate in God's essence, but what Orthodox has always maintained, and he demonstrated from the very first beginning, from the first patristic fathers of St. Theophanes, St. Basil, and especially St. Gregory of Nyssa, wrote a sterling kind of paper on energy and essence of God, and that we participate in his energy and not his essence. And the way that we participate in his energy is by the healing and separation of our mind from our logic, and carrying our mind back down into our hearts, where it will pray unceasingly while we go about in our daily business with our logic still in our brain, doing what we're supposed to do. And this is where therapy and the pre-communion prayers are needed. Now, for Orthodoxy, in our little manual, the St. Philip's Prayer Manual that's sponsored by St. John of the Divine, it tells you that prayer itself is an art and a skill. And that the art of prayer, all art has inspiration, and the Holy Spirit is our inspiration. And for all skills, it requires practice, and that's why the prayers always, and the fathers always advise you to have a rule of prayer that you're going to do at a set time every day, and somewhere that you can take on and pray. But they tell us also that skill requires a proper technique, and that's why the church exhorts us to pray first with the words that she gives us. That is, so that our spiritual sense will be correctly formed according to the mind of the church. And with this spiritual training, then spontaneous prayer can arise. When you've been trained properly with those words and prayers of the church, then you are able to add your own prayers to that. It's almost like the prayers in the prayer book, starting with the communion prayers. They are the building blocks that you can use to add later on to your prayers when you internalize them. Because there's another tradition and another teaching of Orthodoxy that there is a synergistic action that occurs between you and the gifts that God gave you. And for us to really participate in those gifts, we do have to ask. And this is the structure of what those prayers are. And keep in mind when you go